A headline from Politico for most days of January 2015. Jeb Bush fundraising apparatus ready for takeoff. Boehner takes revenge. Internal CNN memo says, we are not at this time showing the Charlie Hebdo cartoons. Nebraska court clears obstacle for Keystone Pipeline. Mitt Romney says he's considering a 2016 run. Running or not, Harry Reid ramps up fundraising. Barack Obama's French kiss-off. The selling of Mitt 3.0. Millions of copies of Charlie Hebdo sell out within minutes. Mitt Romney backlash intensifies. Obama to Senate Dems, I'm going to play offense. RNC's Priebus looks at 2016 as do or die. Mitt Romney's 2016 pitch, I'm a foreign policy prophet. Just another Obama speech. Representative Steve King decries deportable in Michelle Obama's balcony. U.S. Senate votes that climate change is real, but Republicans stop short of attributing that to human activity. Rape controversies return to haunt GOP. GOP may abolish Supreme Court filibusters. Sarah Palin seriously interested in 2016 bid. White House says release of hostage names not constructive. Michelle Obama's uncovered head draws Saudi Twitter critique. Big GOP field unfazed by Hillary Clinton. President Obama says, Mitt Romney cares about poverty? That's great. Let's do something about it. A headline from nearly every day of February 2015. Mitch McConnell's way. How Rand Paul bombed at Koch brothers gathering. A BB boycott? The return of evil, the late hero of the movie American Sniper. House and Senate on DHS impasse. After you. Joe Biden skipping Benjamin Netanyahu's speech. RNC launching Hillary's hiding campaign. NBC News says Brian Williams suspended for 6 months without pay. The war on Jeb Bush. Rep. Blake Farenthold denies many of former press aides' accusations. Early state polls show wide open GOP primary. President Rand Paul, Wall Street on high alert. Inside Jeb Bush's shock and awe launch. Rudy Giuliani says President Obama doesn't love America. Bill O'Reilly says Mother Jones report garbage. Walker feeling the heat. Homeland Security fight goes into crunch time. Bill O'Reilly threatens New York Times reporter. Hillary's State Department okayed Bill's big money speeches. Jay Carney to Amazon. Eric Holder's parting shot. It's too hard to bring civil rights cases. John Boehner scrambles for Plan B. A headline for nearly every day of March 2015. John Boehner allies fret coup attempt. Barbara Mikulski won't seek re-election in 2016. State Department walks back claim on Clinton Foundation review. Ben Carson says being gay is a choice, citing prison example. Hillary Clinton breaks silence on email controversy. Clinton private email violated clear-cut State Department rules. Team Clinton will beat the press again. What I saw at Selma, King's genius was that he knew when to thwart the law and when to obey it. Poll says Fox News most trusted network. GOP dissenters say Iran letter could backfire. Aaron Schock says, I certainly hope I didn't break the law. Taxpayer tab for Clinton Inc., $16 million. Obama embarrassed for GOP senators who signed Iran letter. Politico caucus says Iran letter backlash spreads to early states. Marco Rubio's House of Horrors. Hillary's email defense is laughable. Mickey Kaus quits Daily Caller after Tucker Carlson pulls critical Fox News column. As ratings plunge, MSNBC faces shakeup. Obamas may be buying Magnum PI home in Hawaii. Feds argue they had no duty under FOIA to search Hillary Clinton's emails. Why this scandal won't hurt Hillary. James Baker blasts Benjamin Netanyahu. Israel's lobbying on Iran makes no difference, Democrats say. What we get wrong about Yemen. 2016 brawl breaks out on Senate floor. Trey Gowdy says Hillary Clinton wiped her server clean. America's hinge moment. White House to Netanyahu, your move. Journalists sue Ferguson police for alleged battery and false arrest. A headline for every day of April 2015. Indiana law backs GOP hopefuls into a corner. Ted Cruz raises $4 million in first 8 days. The Iran deal's fatal flaw. Insiders view Paul as strong early state contender. Rand Paul's first tech test. Rand Paul has a daddy issue. Rand Paul clashes with Savannah Guthrie over changing views. Moroccan cash flows to Clinton Foundation. Lindsey Graham's strategy, take down Rand Paul. Bloomberg falls for fake Nancy Reagan report. Clinton campaign memo, no drama this time. Why Marco Rubio couldn't say no. The GOP's plan to turn Hillary into Mitt Romney in a pantsuit. Darrell Issa asked Hillary Clinton about her personal email use in 2012. Hillary Clinton's Wall Street backers, we get it. Rubio-backed insurance markets covers 80 people. Clinton's real opponent is Barack Obama. Rand Paul slams GOP foreign policy hawks. Rand Paul soliciting dirt on Clinton Foundation donations. Hillary Clinton on GOP field says they only want to talk about me. President Obama to shun saying genocide on 100th anniversary of Armenian massacres. Hillary Clinton struggles to contain media barrage on foreign cash. Bill Schuster muscled through transportation bill pushed by lobbyist girlfriend. President Obama's top 10 jokes. Foes of Iran deal take aim in Senate. White House awakes to national crisis. Hillary Clinton's forgotten death penalty shift. Cruz accuses Obama of inflaming racial tensions. A headline for most days of May 2015. Baltimore riots hurt O'Malley's already slim chances. When black writers were public enemy number one. Extreme secrecy eroding support for Obama's trade pact. Clinton Foundation donor lashes out at political assassination process. It's time to change the Iowa straw poll. Insiders say Bush shouldn't ignore Iowa. Trade bill fate in doubt as debate kicks off. The real story of Benghazi. Was Jeb dropped on his head as a child? George Stephanopoulos discloses $50,000 contribution to Clinton Foundation. Rove declines to endorse Jeb Bush. Food industry braces for Obama trans fat ban. The GOP is dying off, literally. Police union accuses White House of politicizing cop safety. Iran's supreme leader says foreigners can't interview our scientists. Jeb Bush's new Iraq strategy. Blame Obama. Warren was paid up to $90,000 as witness in 2000 trade case. Fast-track trade fight moves to House. Republicans grope for Obamacare replacement. Chris Christie attacks Rand Paul for siding with Edward Snowden. Clinton Foundation paid Blumenthal $10,000 per month while he advised on Libya. The fake Clinton scandals are back. New robocall rules could leave Americans in the dark. How Bernie Sanders' radical ideas entered the municipal mainstream. A headline for every day of June 2015. Paul walks back charge that some secretly hoping for terrorist attack. Secret effort to sell Hillary Clinton to rich liberals. Marco Rubio sells his house of horrors. Limbaugh to GOP. Don't accept Caitlyn Jenner. Perry says government isn't your savior. 2016 field descends on Iowa for Joni Ernst shindig. The man to beat in Iowa? Scott Walker. Scandals only make the Clintons stronger. One voter shows up at Santorum event in Iowa. GOP aiming for Friday trade vote, but snag remains. How not to become Brian Williams. Obama rushes to Capitol to save trade deal. Newly disclosed hack got crown jewels. Clinton launches in Obama's shadow. In crowded field, Bush runs as the grown-up candidate. Some of Hillary Clinton's Libya emails said to be withheld from Benghazi committee. Blumenthal says he didn't write Libya intel he sent Clinton. Scott Walker's latest target, college professors. Operation replace Jeb Bush. Obama says, I'm not giving up on guns. Jason Chaffetz strips Meadows of subcommittee chairmanship. AP photo shows a gun pointed at Ted Cruz's head. Putin's plot to get Texas to secede. Fox dumps Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin is the REO Speedwagon of politics. Trump bump terrifies GOP. Hillary Clinton slams GOP as party of the past. Jeb Bush has a new problem, John Roberts. Supreme Court's ruling comes too late for coal. A headline for every day of July 2015. New Hillary Clinton emails show expansive role of Sidney Blumenthal. Soros helps pro-Clinton super PACs to $20 million haul. AFL-CIO leader tries to quell pro-Sanders revolt. Hillary Clinton says, I take a back seat to no one on liberal record. Biden celebrates U.S. victory in Women's World Cup. The socialist surge. Hillary confronts the enemy. Barack Obama puts odds of Iran deal at less than 50-50. New York Times keeps Cruz off bestseller list. The mayor versus the mogul. Donald Trump storms Phoenix. Amazon says no evidence of bulk sales for Ted Cruz book. New York Times stands by Ted Cruz decision. Donald Trump says, I don't know why I'm meeting Ted Cruz. Jeb Bush girds for debate smackdown with Donald Trump. Small donor myth debunked. Huffington Post politics team won't cover Trump's campaign. Trump says no apology. Trump is toast. Boom to bust. Luntz sees onslaught by veterans if no apology. Hillary on Trump and GOP field can be hard to tell the difference. John Kasich's anger management. John Kasich throws a Hail Mary. Trump says I gave out Lindsey Graham's phone number for fun. New York Times alters Clinton email story. Red state Democrats fret about leftward shift. Hillary Clinton denies sending classified info from private server. Marco Rubio, absentee senator. Jon Stewart's secret White House visits. The Cooks freeze out Donald Trump. Judge explodes over Hillary email delays. Jeb crams, Donald scrams. A headline for every day of August 2015. Why Jeb Bush played nice with Hillary Clinton in Florida. Congress balks at Lifeline for Puerto Rico. Defund Planned Parenthood? Not so easy. Senator Chuck Schumer enlists famous cousin Amy to pitch guns bill. The Fox News nerve factor. How Jeb and the GOP got trumped. Donald Trump says Megyn Kelly behaved very nasty to me. Don't disrespect our president, black lawmakers tell Netanyahu. Sources say Roger Stone quit, wasn't fired by Donald Trump in campaign shakeup. Can Bernie Sanders win the love of a party he scorns? Ted Cruz says foolish for GOP to criticize Trump. Black Lives Matter protesters try to disrupt Hillary Clinton event. Hillary Clinton email probe turns to Huma. Joe Biden said to be considering one-term presidency. Trump Force One lands at the Iowa State Fair. Carson suggests Obama is anti-Semitic with Iran deal. Hillary Clinton is rooting for Jeb Bush. Hillary Clinton gets testy when pressed on email. Donald Trump upstages and attacks Jeb Bush in New Hampshire. Judge says Hillary Clinton's private emails violated policy. Ellen Page confronts Ted Cruz on gay rights at Iowa State Fair. Kentucky GOP greenlights joint Senate and presidential run for Rand Paul. Debut edition, Moulton holds out for Biden, Warren mum on second term, Tom Brady's new ad. Barack Obama calls opponents of Iran deal the crazies. As stock market drops, so do Hillary's chances. White House pushes for Iran filibuster. Trump explains why he's hitting Jeb harder than other rivals. Top Jeb fundraisers leave campaign amid troubling signs. Donald Trump says this is a movement. Steve Schmidt says Donald Trump emasculating Jeb Bush. A headline from every day of September 2015. Obama prevails on Iran deal. Trump will sign GOP loyalty pledge. Trump fumbles Hewitt question on terror leaders. Hillary Clinton's proxies ramp up attacks against Sanders. Paid sick leave, Obama to issue order. Boehner's future as speaker in doubt. CNN moves primetime GOP debate to 8 p.m. Bernie Sanders overtakes Hillary Clinton in Iowa. Trump on Fiorina's face. I made those comments as an entertainer. Jimmy Fallon takes it easy on Donald Trump. Now classified Clinton emails sitting on Google servers. Wall Street's latest panic. Trump could win. GOP rivals hope more subdued debate setting throws Trump. It's time to declare war on Donald Trump. New data shows Trump fever breaking. Conservatives balk at GOP pitch to avert shutdown. Ben Carson says America's president can't be Muslim. Carson will not apologize for Muslim remark. How Scott Walker became an asterisk. Walker's campaign manager unloads. Trump momentum shows signs of stalling. Speaker John Boehner retiring from Congress at the end of October. Clinton Foundation snubbed by the Pope, Elton John, and Janet Yellen. Jeb Bush says early polls really don't matter. Poll says 69% oppose shutdown over Planned Parenthood. Cruz sternly rebuked by GOP. Paul on Cruz. He's pretty much done for in the Senate. A headline from every day of October 2015. Clinton's email woes deepen as classified messages pile up. Rubio campaign boots Bush backing tracker from Iowa event. Jeb Bush on gun violence. Stuff happens. Chaffetz enters speaker's race, pans McCarthy. Bernie Sanders bashes trade agreement as disastrous. Clinton ad highlights McCarthy statement on Benghazi. Draft Biden to air emotional ad urging Joe run. Dick Cheney to endorse Kevin McCarthy. The Republican plague on government. Biden may ditch draft Biden super PAC. CNN expects significantly smaller ratings for Dem debate. Hillary donors worry all the energy is with Bernie. Clinton crushes it. Hastert could serve prison time under federal deal. Clinton campaign blasts Benghazi panel for announcing Abedin testimony. Marco Rubio's wake-up call. Cruz says Trump's campaign helping mine. Poll says post-debate smaller bump for Clinton among Dems. George W. Bush unleashes on Ted Cruz. Congress can still make a difference on Iran. How Clinton boxed out Biden. 5 takeaways from Clinton's marathon Benghazi testimony. GOP is like grumpy cat, Obama says. Carson says, I'm not super low energy, just soft-spoken. Trump says, my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million. Conservatives already trashing new budget deal. Campaigns erupt over green rooms at third GOP debate. Webster encouraging House Republicans to not vote for him for Speaker. GOP campaigns plot revolt against RNC. Bush team bracing for cash crunch. A headline from every day of November 2015. Ryan says, I was not elected dictator of the House. Florida poll shows Trump in front with Bush's help. GOP debate talks in disarray as consensus collapses. How Democrats could win the House. Really? Sanders in tonal shift backs investigation of Clinton emails. Ben Carson admits fabrication of West Point scholarship. Source says key Clinton emails did not contain highly classified secrets. New Rubio credit card data shows less spending. Sanders says endorsements prove Clinton candidate of the establishment. FBI steps up interviews in Clinton email probe. Bob Dole endorses Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush is 2016's John Kerry. The pundits have it all wrong. Ted Cruz is a real threat for the nomination. Sanders fights CBS move to change debate format after Paris. Obama rejects call for change in anti-ISIL strategy. Why Al Gore won't endorse Hillary Clinton. Democrats will vote no on Syria refugee bill. Clinton offers her plan for defeating Islamic State. How Ted Cruz is locking up the evangelical vote. Molenbeek broke my heart. Edwards beats Vitter in Louisiana governor's race. Christie on Trump's claims about New Jersey after 9/11. I don't recall. Putin says Turkey's downing of Russian warplane is a stab in our back. Getting the politics of fear right. New York Times slams Trump's mocking of reporter as outrageous. As Cruz gains, GOP senators rally for Rubio. A headline for every day of December 2015. Cruz says overwhelming majority of violent criminals are Democrats. Ben Carson tumbles in national poll. Democrats to GOP. Prayers are not enough. Democratic insiders say Trump is easy prey for Clinton. Jeb Bush is convincing donors the polls are wrong. Lynch cautious on ISIL link to California attacks. Obama misspoke about San Bernardino suspect's visa. Working Families Party endorses Sanders overwhelmingly. Republicans fear Trump could jeopardize control of Congress. White supremacist groups see Trump bump. Ben Carson blasts RNC and threatens to leave Republican Party. Trump takes on Cruz, but lightly. Who's in Tuesday's debate? CNN doesn't say. GOP contenders prep for loud, ugly holiday season. Ryan says budget package a true compromise. Bush versus Trump, behind the Vegas rumble. After public letter, no written directive from Christie on Syrian refugees. Sanders gets the fight he wanted. 14 key moments from the Democratic debate. Lindsey Graham drops out of presidential race. Trump's attacks on Clinton get very, very personal. Washington Post removes cartoon depicting Ted Cruz's daughters as monkeys. Huckabee says he'll drop out if he doesn't place in the top 3 in Iowa. Bernie Sanders says Trump is very smart for manipulating the media. The GOP's New Hampshire nightmare. Trump ties with Pope Francis in U.S. poll for second most admired man in the world. Trump expands his attacks on the Clintons. Establishment rivals rip into Rubio. How the Koch network rivals the GOP.